Namaste, welcome to GitasKitchen. This year on Wednesday 12th August, we will be celebrating Aadi Amavasya. Amavasya is the new moon day, and on this day we show our gratitude to our ancestors by preparing an elaborate meal, and specific vegetables are used. We don't use onion and garlic. Basically, local native vegetables are used. That is, we don't use vegetables like carrot, cauliflower, potato, etc. Only the desi local vegetables are used. We will see each one as we go along. Pre-preparation, I have soaked half cup of urad dal 2 hours earlier. This is for the vadai. I have chopped the raw plantain, kept it in water. Chopped these cluster beans, kept it ready. So both these will be dry sabjis. Then I have beaten the curd and kept for MorKuzhambu. And we will have one kootu using this podlanga, pushnika, that is ashgourd, and parangika or yellow pumpkin. Podlanga is snakegourd. Apart from that, we will be making rasam, pepper jeera rasam. So I have soaked some tamarind for it. Here I have soaked some moong dal to be added to these vegetables. This is curry leaves I have cleaned and kept ready for the Thogayal, curry leaf and ginger Thogayal. Then we will have a sweet pachadi using dates and guava, and Thayir Pachadi, curd pachadi using grated Amla. So this is the pre-preparation. For payasam, I have taken half cup of yellow moong dal, dry roasted it, washed and pressure cooked it. So this cooked moong dal we will use both for payasam as well as Kalathu Paruppu. So first I will just mash it well and keep till it becomes soft and mushy. So I am keeping aside some of this cooked moong dal for the Kalathu Paruppu. Now we can get ready with the payasam. Let's start with the payasam. Take out this cooked moong dal into a pan. Here I have already dissolved some jaggery and kept it. If it dissolves, it's enough. This is clean, otherwise you require to filter it. Now add this jaggery syrup to the moong dal and allow everything to come to a boil. When the dal and jaggery is boiling well together like this, I am adding some boiled and cooled milk and we can switch it off. Add some cardamom powder. When you powder cardamoms in the mixie, just add a spoonful of sugar and powder it together. Now for tempering, heat some ghee. Add some cashews and raisins. Now pour this roasted cashews and raisins in the payasam. Our Paruppu Payasam is ready. Next, for Thayir Pachadi, I have taken some beaten curd. This is one small Amla I have grated. Add a teaspoon of grated coconut. Add salt. For tempering, heat a spoon of oil. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, one dry red chilli. When the dal is browned, add a few curry leaves and pour it on the Thayir Pachadi. Our Amla or Nellika Thayir Pachadi is ready. Now we will make sweet pachadi. For this I have taken half of a ripe guava and I scooped out the seeds from the center like this. Now remaining, cut it into fine pieces and take about 3 dates. Here also I have removed the seed and chopped it into pieces. Just heat a teaspoon of ghee. Add in the dates till they become a little bit soft. Next add in the ripe fruit pieces also. You can use whatever fruit you have. Apple, banana is also okay. Again let everything soften a bit. I'm just adding a little bit of water. Next add in about 3 teaspoons of jaggery powder. Give it all a good mix and let it cook and blend well together. Allow it to boil together and thicken. Finally add some cardamom powder. Give it all a good mix and switch it off. Our dates and fruit sweet pachadi is ready. Next we will make raw plantain curry. Curry here refers to a dry sabji. Heat some water in a pan and just drop in this peeled and chopped raw plantain into it. I have taken 2 raw plantains. Add salt and allow it to cook well, but it should not become mushy. And plantain cooks quite fast, it won't take much time. See, it is well cooked but not mushy. Switch it off. Heat a spoonful of oil. Add mustard seeds, urad dal, 1 dry red chilli, a few curry leaves. Drain out the water and add this boiled raw plantain to it. Toss everything together very well. Remember, we have already added salt while boiling the plantain, so no need to add salt now. We will just top it up with some grated coconut. So our Vazhakai Kari, that is raw plantain curry, is ready. Our Vazhakai or raw plantain curry is done and ready. Next we will make Kottavaranga curry, that is cluster beans poriyal. Heat a tablespoon of oil. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, 1 dry red chilli, a few curry leaves, here I have 1/4 kg of cluster beans which I have washed and chopped. First saute the cluster beans in the oil for a few minutes. Add required salt. This is the moong dal which we had soaked and kept right at the beginning. Now add this soaked moong dal also to it. Just add a little bit of water, just enough to cook the vegetable. And let it all cook together till done. See, we have been cooking it on a low flame. All the water is absorbed, the vegetable is cooked and the dal is also cooked. Now I am just adding a teaspoon of grated coconut to it. Again, give it all a good mix and our Kottavaranga Paruppu Payasam is ready. And see how we have been able to maintain the bright green color of the vegetable. And also not used much water in cooking and draining the water and all that. So when you cook like this, the nutrients are also retained. Kottavaranga Paruppu curry is also ready now. Now we will make rasam. We had already soaked right in the beginning. I had soaked a small piece of tamarind. Now we will add water. We need about 2 cups of dilute tamarind water. We are going to make a molaga rasam, that is a pepper and jeera rasam. Add salt. While we are waiting for the rasam to boil, I have here 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of jeera and a few curry leaves. We will just powder it and come. See, the tamarind water is boiling well and the raw smell has gone away. Now I am adding this powdered pepper, jeera and curry leaves to it. I will top it up with some more water and again wait for it to come to a boil. Rasam is boiling well now. I will just switch it off. For tempering the rasam, heat some ghee, add mustard seeds. When the mustard splutters, add 1 dry red chilli and a few curry leaves. Pour this tempering over the rasam. Rasam is also ready. Remember, it is an sombu, so don't use your tongs, just remove it with a cloth. Our next item on the menu, we'll make a pal kootu, a mixed vegetable pal kootu. I've taken some water in my kalchatti, so we'll add in all the vegetables, that is pushnika or ashgourd, podlanga, snakegourd, and parangikai, yellow pumpkin. Add salt and allow everything to cook well. So for the pal kootu, we'll make a masala, that is half cup of grated coconut, 2 dry red chillies, and 1 heaped spoon of rice flour. We'll add water and grind it into a paste. Vegetables are well cooked now. Now add this ground paste to it, coconut, red chilli and rice flour. Give it all a good mix. Let it continue cooking for another 1 or 2 minutes so that the flavors are well blended. This is thick coconut milk, that is the first extract. So I am just adding about half a cup of that and we will switch it off. Don't allow it to boil after adding the thick coconut milk because then it might curdle. Switch it off and then give a good mix. Finally add a teaspoon of jaggery or jaggery powder, whatever you have. I have used jaggery powder and mix it well. For tempering I have heated 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Now we will add mustard seeds, 1 dry red chilli, and a few curry leaves. Pour it on top of the pal kootu. See, jaggery less or more you can add. If you want a little more, add 1 more teaspoon depending on your taste. Our mixed vegetable pal kootu is ready. Next we will make MorKuzhambu, which is a curd based gravy. So I have taken 1 cup homemade dahi or curd, beaten it well. Here I have soaked 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, that is dhania, 1 teaspoon chana dal, 1 teaspoon rice and 2 dry red chilies. It has been soaking for about half an hour. Now add all this into your blender jar. Add 2 heaped teaspoons of grated coconut and grind it all together into a paste. See, our masala is ground and ready. We will just add it to the curd. I am adding more water to this. Now over a low flame, bring everything to a boil. See, when the MorKuzhambu starts frothing up like this, we can switch it off. Now add salt to it and give it a good mix. Tempering, I have taken coconut oil for the MorKuzhambu, adding a teaspoon of mustard seeds, quarter teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 dry red chilli and a few curry leaves. We will pour this on the MorKuzhambu. I have not added any vegetable because I am going to make vadai, and from the vadai I will take small bondas and put it in the MorKuzhambu. Next we will make a simple curry leaves, that is karuvepilla Thogayal. So here take about 2 tablespoons of urad dal and 2 red chillies. When the dal starts changing into a reddish brown color, add in about 1 cup of curry leaves, washed curry leaves. Saute it together. I have switched off the flame. The heat of the pan is enough for the curry leaves, otherwise the dals will burn. Now to this I am adding a small piece of ginger and small piece of tamarind which I have soaked in water. Now we'll grind all of this using very little water into a paste with the addition of salt. See the consistency of the Thogayal, it should be thick like this. So the trick is first run the mixie dry before adding water. When everything becomes a powder, then add very little water and blend it into a thick Thogayal. Our karvepile or curry leaves Thogayal is ready. We had soaked the urad dal right at the beginning. So I have ground it into a smooth and fluffy batter in my wet grinder. While grinding, I added a tablespoon of this soaked moong dal to it. It gives a better taste and texture also, you can try it. Now I am adding a few curry leaves to this. And this is whole black pepper, I have coarsely crushed it, about 1 teaspoon. Add salt. Also grate a small piece of ginger and add to the batter. Now mix everything well together, at the same time beating the batter a little bit. Wet your fingers, take a portion of the batter like this, make a hole, gently drop it. Remember, the oil should be very hot when you drop in the batter. Now after a few minutes, when the underside becomes a golden color, you can flip it over. When it gets a lovely golden brown color on both the sides and well fried, you can take out this lovely soft and crispy Ulundu Vadais. If you are a beginner, please be very careful. See that the hot oil doesn't splash on yourself or around you. See, this vadai is also done. Next, we will just drop them as small bondas for putting in the MorKuzhambu. Remember, in the beginning I had said we will add some bondas to the MorKuzhambu. When the bondas get a lovely golden color, drain out all the oil, drop them into the prepared MorKuzhambu. Just add in as many as required. I just added salt to this Kalathu Paruppu, that is the plain cooked moong dal. I have served out on our banana leaf the Paruppu Payasam, Kalathu Paruppu, Thayir Pachadi, Sweet Pachadi, MorKuzhambu, Rasam. This is Thayir, that is curd, homemade curd. This is the Paruppu Thogayal, Vadai, mixed vegetable Paal Kootu, Kothuranga Paruppu Potta Curry, Vazhakai Tenga Potta Curry. Now we will just add some steaming hot rice and top it with some ghee. Also, we serve warm water for drinking along with the meal.